Bill Cosby in jail. How the fuck? What is going on in the today of today of today? Bill Cosby is sitting in the jail cell. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I decided I'm going to talk about it because I keep hearing shit about it and I keep looking up stuff about it. So I just was like, fuck it, I'm going to talk about it. Why is Bill Cosby in jail? I got a resolution for it, though. Now, if Bill is sitting in the cell doing his time, my opinion on it is this. After I looked around a bit and what I could find, what I could see, he slept with those women, or at least some of them. There's a lot of them. I do think it was a snow job. I think somebody was getting rid of Bill Cosby. Somebody was punishing Bill Cosby. Somebody got at Bill. But the thing is, they used his reality to get at him. You feel me? Can you relate to that? Yes, I do think Bill Cosby was done in. But I think Bill gave them the bullets that did him in. Understand? Being a wealthy man, he was once worth $400 million. Being a wealthy, intelligent man, educated man, how didn't Bill protect against this better? Why wasn't he just getting the hookers or something like that? You know, I don't know. I think Bill is reaping what he sows. Excuse me. I think Bill did do that stuff. As much as I wouldn't like to accept it in a minute, I think he did. For me, it's just like when I looked into the Tupac thing. As much as I could find online, at least, I couldn't talk to anybody who really like that. But as much as I could find online, it was like the Tupac thing. You know what I mean? If you look at the Tupac thing, all the info was there, but certain other facts seemed to come to the surface. Like Tupac might have been a jerk. He might have been a difficult person. And in Bill's history, before all of this rape stuff started coming out all big, before the Hannibal Buress joke and all that shit, I was already reading and hearing stuff about Bill being a jerk. I can't find a better word to say, call it but that. He was a difficult person. Although I understand being difficult is part of success, though, you may have to be a difficult person to attain success. Now, I'm listening today, and I hear I believe it's Bill's representatives talking some things about his case. And if the stuff they say are true, he's definitely railroaded. They were saying how one of the women shouldn't have been able to come up and say anything because she was already basically paid off, if I understand correctly. She was already basically paid and that case was closed. It was sealed. These things are supposed to be sealed. So I do believe, yeah, somebody wanted to get rid of Bill. Bill fucked with somebody. Bill fucked somebody's wife, somebody's daughter, something. Something happened. Bill's fucked with somebody's money. It's probably somebody's money. And somebody said, you know what, you're out of here. That's what I think. But I think Bill gave them the tools that they used to sink him with. When you hear people talk about it, and this is a whole other show topic in itself, when you hear people talk about it, a lot of people that heard rumors and that knew that these were facts, that Bill was doing these things to these young women, drugging women, right? Now, the other show topic that could come out of that is, how guilty are these people for knowing and no one saying anything? But on the same hand, you were going up against a juggernaut, especially in his time. You're going to speak ill of Bill Cosby and you're an aspiring comedian or aspiring actor or actress? Wasn't going to happen. That makes sense to me. That wasn't going to happen. But it's still something we could talk about. Another time, another day, we could talk about it. But there's a history of people that knew about it. He's been doing this. Think about it. Hannibal Buress is pretty young. He's pretty new. So that means he came into the game and heard this. So how long has this been going on? People have been talking about it and know about this. And it's funny how Bill used to portray this image. He was selling this image of this perfect black man, and he had his demons. We all have our demons, don't get me wrong. I'm not crucifying him for that, but I got to wonder now, how come so many prominent comedians didn't like him? They don't seem to like him. I don't see anybody standing up and speaking in his behalf. Now, don't get me wrong. Eddie Griffith did speak some things, but Eddie Griffith is basically speaking from the angle that I am. In those times in the 60s, the Quaalude or whatever drug he was using with them was probably the way to go. I remember hearing stories and stuff like that before from my older guys, my old heads. So it might have been a thing that was going on, but it still doesn't change the fact that he gave them the fuel to sink his ship with. You understand? He gave them the ammunition to sink his ship with. The bottom line is he did this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, public opinion changed since the 60s or whenever this shit is supposed to have happened, but he still did this shit. So my question becomes, why didn't Bill just get some hookers? He wouldn't be sitting in jail right now. You might have had some people talking shit. Oh, Bill Cosby was all clean and cut, but he had hookers in his life. Look, here go hookers spinning right now. But he'd be free. He wouldn't look like a creepazoid. He looks like a real creepazoid right now. But what the fuck do I know? You know what I'm saying? He could be telling the truth. Maybe he didn't do any of this stuff and they really just sinking him. Maybe he's telling the 100% truth. But I doubt it. It feels like they took some truth, some reality, and mixed it with some fantasy to create the situation that we have now. So Bill Cosby sits in jail. Remember in the beginning I said I had a resolution? I'm not even sure if I use the correct word, but I have an idea. Just consider this. You ever heard of Emmett Till? Well, Emmett Till, let me make sure I get this information right, just in case you might not have heard of it. My sons didn't hear of it until I brought it to their attention. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, Google. Who is Emmett Till? I'm not sure if you got that, but Emmett Till was a 14-year-old that got lynched for being accused of sexually harassing a white woman in her family's grocery store. I think this was in the 60s, I think it was. And I'm going to post a picture. They beat this kid senseless. Now, there's more to the story. If I remember correctly, he wasn't from that area. His mother was. And his mother sent him down to visit for a summer break or something like that. So he wasn't quite familiar with how things were done where he was visiting. I don't want to say the place because I might say the wrong place right now. But Google it. I encourage people to Google information. Use your phone for what it's meant for, But it resulted in this kid being lynched and killed, beaten to death. I mean, wait till you see a picture. Look at the picture of his body. Look at the picture of his body. It's said that his body smelled so bad that for 2 or 3 blocks, you could smell his decaying body on the day of his funeral. I remember reading that somewhere. Now, I bring up all of this to say that the woman that accused him, her name is Carolyn Bryant Donham. Carolyn Bryant Donham. Or Donham. I think it's Donham. She admitted she lied in 2017. To no repercussions but stories that, she gets paid for these interviews. Is this justice? And Bill Cosby sitting in jail? I mean, I think not even to even the score, because that's a harsh word. Let's put it in a colorful, more friendly, political, technicolor term. To correctly pursue the avenues of justice, I think Carolyn Bryant Donham should go to jail for accessory to murder, at least. I'm pretty sure a crafty lawyer could figure out exactly what that would be. I mean, she even admitted it. She admitted she lied in 2017. This young man is dead. Wow. Wow. If after all these years Bill Cosby went to jail, and that's justice, then Carolyn Bryant Donham should too. And I'm not even a person that really, I don't even know how to touch on to that because, I don't know. It just doesn't seem right that Bill Cosby is sitting in jail. Yes, I think he did this shit. But how it came about just doesn't feel right somehow. You know, at 80 something. And we have Mrs. Donham able to live free and give interviews. She rode the wave of the accusation she made, got interviews and got paid then. This young man lost his life, was murdered. Everyone went free. All these years later. Okay, Google. What year did Emmett Till die? 1955. Emmett Till died in 1955. And in 2017, this woman admitted she lied, rode the wave of money making again, and is safe and sound at home. Is that justice? Does that not show an inherent flaw in the system? I can't even address that too deep because they'll take me off of YouTube now. People, we gotta all do better. I know that there's some white people out there too that see injustices and speak up and stand for it. So I'm not speaking on a racial tone on that level. What I'm simply saying is maybe our system needs to be updated. We need to pay closer attention. If Bill Cosby is sitting in jail, then Carolyn Bryant Donham should be sitting in jail too. This is Sess Videoz. Just a point of view I wanted you to contemplate on. I want to. It's deep. It's sad. It's painful. Please like on this video. Liking letting YouTube know. Liking on a video lets YouTube know that you like this content and other people will too. And they should push it to the forefront, and they do. Subscribe to this channel. When you subscribe, it's the equivalent to adding me to your friends list. That way I'm always in the atmosphere of whatever you're doing on YouTube. Push the bell icon. The bell icon will give you notifications every single time I upload a video. No matter what time of day, what time of night I upload, it'll give you a notification on your phone. So you can check out the latest stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I do this to make money. And I try to bring topics and issues to you that's fun to talk about or poignant things we should think about. And this is one of them. we should absolutely consider what I just said here today. Once again, this is Sess Video. Thanks for joining me. I love my people that listen. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe. And I'm out.